Okay, we are live-ish.
Alright.
Live alive-ish.
Oh, that's probably telling us we're live.
Probably.
Yes, it is.
But I also told us that.
Okay. Alright, we get it. Silence.
Okay. So I forgot what I was in the middle of last time. Last time we played this.
That's right. Well, you didn't spark the ire of infinite spiders yet.
Not yet, no.
So that's good. And I mean, you look prepared for them now.
I mean, I haven't played anymore. I'm picking up immediately where we left off.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've actually been playing this game in my own time. I was finishing up all the DLC, but I never got around to playing. And that spider thing is an omnipresent issue, no matter what campaign you're playing.
Oh yeah, it just happens.
It's such a shitty thing when you're in the middle of a story, or when you're in the middle of a campaign that already has special rules, and then
Right.
you just so happen to dig into the part of the dungeon that has infinite spiders, and you're just fucked. And there's like nothing you can do but restart and not do that, not dig over there.
Alright, I'm notifying the Yuka.
So, what is the state of my army? Okay. I have one floating slot. Do I have a crypt? I don't. So that's just somebody who's just not alive. Okay. Right. Let's get a Banshee. And that happened. Good.
Heroes?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh god, it's that wizard.
Yeah.
Where is he?
That's why I dropped behind them. Oh, but he's like a high level wizard. He's got a lot of health, so fun stuff.
I think he just died.
He's dying. Now he's dead.
Oh, okay.
It's alright.
Alright, well that was easy.
Yeah, I don't think I lost anybody.
It doesn't look like.
Yeah, the kind of goal is you want to go heavy on undead and demon characters early game because they bring themselves back from the dead automatically. Your horde characters, the goblins and the orcs and whatnot, they need a crypt to be revived after death.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, they're just gonna die and lose their XP. You gotta buy more of them.
Oh, it's like individual guys rank up with their own kills and stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's okay. That's always kind of annoying. That's like the one thing that I sort of don't like in these type of games where in an RTS game where it's, army v army, I don't like to have to manage individuals.
I mean, it's not so bad because Dungeons actually has like a pretty low, your dungeon gets maxed out relatively quickly. Once you've been playing for like 40 minutes or something, you probably have the dungeoniest dungeon you can build.
Okay.
Unless you really want to make a fancy trap setup or something, and even then you just need to research the crusher trap, and that'll handle everything you need it to handle. Alright, so let's see. I think on this map I need to go over here for my first point of conquest.
Yuka said she was busy. What are you doing that's more important than our stream?
Clearly nothing noteworthy.
Yeah.
Clearly not being our friend.
Yeah, seriously. I think she was... Last I checked, she was playing... what's that game?
Final Fantasy?
No, some... new scary game.
Dragon Quest?
Tales of Symphonia.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Oh yeah, I forgot that you need to...
Oh, wait, no. It's not this one, it's the other one.
You need to steal crystals up here to make evil.
Well, they are orbs of evility or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot. I think I actually want to go out this exit. Because I was messing around on this map on a different save game, and I think I believe this one has the developers wanted you to like attack the islands in a specific order.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is the one that's sort of like guarded by troops you could beat with a low level dungeon.
Oh, neat. Okay.
But I mean, it's like trial and error.
To figure out which one.
Yeah. See, here there's only 4 dudes, and the one I was at, there was like a whole fucking army of guys.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now you can corrupt this Chris. You know, I heard an interesting sort of thought about the word corrupt. And
Was it? I mean, is it that it was not invented by World of Warcraft?
no, it was sort of a way to put it in a neutral sort of light, because I think the thought experiment went like, someone was driving their car, and the car didn't go to the destination on its own. You know, the car would have just gone straight, but they caused it to turn or go astray from its course. So what is it that you call causing something to go astray? Oh yeah, corrupting. She corrupted her car.
I mean,
To go to the destination.
I mean, that seems like that seems like a conflation of different meanings.
Well, yeah, but it's still kind of fun. I thought it was fun.
I mean, my job is to bust people who are doing that for for improprietous means.
Well, yeah.
So I have very strong feelings about people making like bad-spirited arguments.
But I just thought about it because you're corrupting the site up there, but it's.
But I'm literally corrupting.
You're just changing it to a different purpose.
But I'm harvesting evil from it. Like it's really not like a black and white issue.
I mean, you may call it evil, but your dungeon's not that bad.
I mean,
you're probably just these orcs and stuff are just trying to live their lives.
I do have this prison where I put captured heroes, and I torture them until they become evil.
Well, yeah, because they trespassed on your property. I mean, it seems fair.
But I don't have to torture them.
The law of we don't know what the law of this fantasy land is. Maybe torture's legal. I don't know.
I mean, I would have the burden of proof of showing it that it is legal.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't believe I have done so. Speaking of which, I need more cells.
Okay. Those are prison icons.
Yeah. And then I also need a Mechanarium. Mechanarium.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
That sounds like a Warhammer thing. Like the tech priests have to go to the Mechanarium.
You're right.
To freaking.
You're right. It actually does.
Yeah, you can't just turn on the TV here, you fool. We have to take it to the Mechanarium.
Well, it's where my orcs and gobos and whatnot can make doors and traps and shit for my dungeon. So it serves a valuable purpose.
Yeah.
Because I have all these open rooms, and they are lowering my efficiency, which is a thing.
I'm appealing to Yuka's sense of empathy.
Have you tried the tried and true argument of "come on"?
Come on. You know what?
Come on, guys.
I'm gonna.
He's right. I mean, come on, right?
Yes. I will text her, come on. Alright, so do you have troops defending your corrupted orb upon the surface?
No, because I
get
warning when the heroes are going to come and take it back.
Oh, and I forgot, you can just teleport them with your hand directly up there, right?
I mean, not directly, but to an exit.
And then you can drop them over there.
Yeah, I mean, and you actually get a chunk of evil for capturing it, so I think I don't really think there's enough incentive to actually leave troops up there to defend it. They're arcane tears. Great. Those are the things that ruined my previous run.
Oh yeah, they just hurt your soul crystal or whatever.
Yeah, basically. So
I don't know where they are.
That's bad. Well, I mean, I believe I get some kind of warning when they actually start showing up.
Oh, it's just telling you they're gonna show up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have demons. I remember. Or was that the other game?
No, I have demons.
I was looking for the demon room because it was really nice looking.
The demon room is right over here.
Yeah, it had those glorious flame mirrors.
Oh, they are already trying to take back my island. That's not nice. Let's research the portal spell.
What's that?
Here, let me get back to chat here. Don't want to miss any of these 0 participants.
Maybe you should at Yuka. That's a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think people like it when you at them. I'm hip.
Oh God, that wizard! Why does it?
Yeah, the wizards piss me off. They're
Why does the
extremely
wizard
powerful.
so strong? Like you have to kill it first.
I do, but I do not have the manpower.
Oh God, you're
enemies.
fucked. Like retreat.
I'm pretty fucked. Yeah,
Run.
I actually am pretty fucked. Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh no, Talia. Well, it's okay if she dies. She's the most expendable.
Oh, she's got a timer. Is that when she comes back?
That's her. Well, that once the timer's up, I can pay gold to instantly revive her.
Actually,
And then after that, she'll.
if they're gonna chase you into the dungeon, maybe it was bad to retreat.
I mean, it's fine. Like it's. I broke them off. I broke. They didn't chase me, but I had broken them off from their buddies.
Okay.
So even if they had chased me, I would have been in a more advantageous position. But it's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the island back.
Okay, there.
You dicks. Put my evil back. No.
Oh, if they just kill your flag.
Yeah. I raised that flag. It was a child. Fuck you, enemy. Let's make a bigger crypt. So, oh, wow, I actually went pretty far down the tree.
Are those succubi?
That is a succubus, yes.
Do you have any?
I'm going to make one. Well, I would have, but I actually used my...
Oh.
I didn't realize that I already progressed that far down the tree.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was going to use my floating population. That must be why I had a floating population point. Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no,
it's
no, no,
the
no,
thing.
No. Kill, 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 kill. Kill it. Hurry.
Oh, they're not. Oh, there they go. Okay, they've got it.
Well, they've got the one. But there are 2 more.
Oh, no. You having a succubus to, enthrall that overpowered wizard and turn him to your side seems like a good move. Unless they don't do that.
No, they do that. Well, you captured heroes can be converted to your side with a succubus in a torture chamber.
Oh, yeah, we gotta get some wizards. Uh-oh. Speaking of wizards.
What? They're coming from 2 directions?
Oh, God, it's a pincer attack.
Oh, this is really bad. Shit, that's a huge army, too. Oh, this is really bad.
It seems really hard to heal your dudes.
It is.
Because I don't often see you recovering between battle.
Well, the horde creatures need to sleep. I have direct healers I can use, these Nagas.
This doesn't look so good.
No, this is really bad. Yeah, my dungeon heart's about dead.
Oh, God.
I think I lost this one.
They've got siege weapons that do extra damage to the soul crystal, it looks like. Or the dungeon heart or whatever.
No, they're just regular old weapons, but...
Damn.
I had this weird... that's never happened to me. I've never gotten 2
They just got
invasions
blitzed.
from 2 different ones.
They freaking blitzkrieg pincered.
Alright. No
Okay,
worries.
that was a practice game.
That was a practice game.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's like back in the old Aram days in League. You gotta play 3 practice ones before...
Well,
real.
fortunately, nobody's watching this.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Wait, why does it say 3?
because,
I still see 0.
Because 1 and 1 makes 3, obviously. I mean, duh, Evan.
If you 3 people
Don't you know?
are...
Well, 2 of them are us. Hence my joke.
Now it's down to 2.
Because I'm in the chat and you're here.
That's right.
You're also in the chat.
That's right. Well, yeah, now it's just us.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Because you called them out and they got terrified.
Oh, no.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Well, you have 150 evil. Wait, what's the purple again?
Mana.
Oh, yeah. The no lecture. Oh, it's saying you have no lecture hall.
Yeah.
I was like, is that where they give no lectures are allowed to be given?
That sounds like a Disgaea joke.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
I don't know.
You should feel shamed.
I actually am.
Feel ashamed.
I'm actually unfamiliar with Disgaea, and everyone is shocked at that. Because it's apparently the most beloved thing ever.
Have you ever watched that one comedy anime where people, like, do something wacky and then all the people around them are like, "Nani?" That's this guy.
Oh, is that Disgaea? And then there's penguins.
Yeah,
there's Brinnies.
There's the penguins, and they say "dude" a lot, and people think they're cute. And also there's a lot of lollies because I guess the
because
artist is really into that shit.
That red hair lolly demon is Lolly.
Yeah, and people really like her, even though she's a giant bitch and not especially funny or hot.
Freaking.
But apparently, I'm in the minority because she's in fucking everything.
Yeah, no, I see her all over the internet.
Yeah,
and what is it? Chantel cosplayed her because, Chantel had the proper bust to play her to cosplay her.
You mean no bust?
Yes. Hi, Chantel.
Speaking of cosplayers, I've been seeing a thing lately because I'm subscribed to the Cosplay Girls Reddit for obvious reasons. And I've seen a weird trend recently where people say like they're dressed up as like insert character, but they're basically just naked aside from like one tertiary characteristic of the character.
Yeah.
So like, here's my Luffy cosplay, and they'll have like the pirate hat, but they'll be like naked or like in a bikini.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't appreciate that, but it seems kind of disingenuous.
I mean, Japan calls that... well, no, it's not Aero cosplay unless you're actually showing some nudity. But, yeah, that's a thing.
That's a thing? Okay.
Where people do, like, sexy cosplay, like sexy versions of the character.
Yeah, like I showed you the Goku. And
yeah,
like,
that was the best Goku.
You would not have known that was Goku.
I mean, I saw the orange and blue.
I disagree.
But I mean, if
I'm not complaining. I just thought it was kind of a weird trend.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, there's like Japan has straight up Aero cosplay where they're just it's a legitimate cosplay, the whole costume, but then they take it off.
I never complain about sexy women.
Yeah, and then there's a site that I've always known about, but have never gone to because it's a pay site. But there's a site called Cosplay Deviants, where it's just a porn cosplay site.
Oh, okay. So the classiest kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's even less incentive to like wear anything other than like a wig.
Yeah, it's just a wig and like some undergarments that match the color scheme.
Yeah, exactly. Like here's my Naruto cosplay, and it's like a blonde girl.
Just orange underwear. Yeah. Freaking! I thought that Naruto died.
Did it not?
Well,
Boruto is a thing.
Yeah, but no. Apparently, because early on, I haven't watched the series, but early on in the anime, I seen clips on YouTube of Naruto fighting some moon guy.
Well, Naruto's still around in Boruto.
Yeah, but in Boruto, they led you to believe that he got killed.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Early on.
I thought you were saying he died, like, metaphorically.
No. Like, it looked like he straight up physically died.
Oh.
But then my brother looked up the manga, and then Naruto was just straight up walking around the village in later chapters, so...
Well, because nobody actually dies in Shonen, aside from that one guy who people will use as a counterexample.
Yeah. I mean,
I think Kakashi stayed dead.
nobody important died in Naruto, but people did die.
Sure, okay.
I mean, Gaara died, and then they brought him back to life.
Was he important?
Yeah, I mean, he's the
girls like him.
Sand Kage now.
Well, oh, okay. What?
Yeah, he's the Kage of the Sand Village.
The murdery guy who became the Kage?
Yeah, but he's like nice now because Naruto changed his heart with the friendship.
But why?
Yeah, because he was a fellow Jinchuriki. So, and Naruto is.
I know what that word means.
Yeah,
Don't claim that I don't know what the Jin check is.
he's the guy with the tailed beast inside. He had a monster inside, just like. What?
So why couldn't they just say that?
Yeah, right.
Why they have to call it the Chakalakafaga?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. So like Gaara is actually a straight up good guy, and he's the Kage of his village,
Well, that's depressing.
and he's got terrible hair now. Like he's got really bad.
But he already had hair. Did they change his hair?
Yeah, they changed it to be worse.
Why?
It's like you know Alfalfa from the Little Rascals. Have you seen that kid?
Yeah.
Where it's
I occasionally wake up with hair like his.
Where it's like slicked. It's like pressed down onto his head. It's like slicked down, and then he just had the one cowlick, up. His hair is like that, but not the cowlick, just the pasted to his head.
I mean, that's probably sexy to somebody.
He looks really weird.
Statistically speaking, somebody finds that sexy.
Yeah, probably.
And I think it's very unfair of you to imply that it's not.
Oh, they freaking
Shame on you. Bad habit.
totally unrelated to anything, but you just reminded me that some dating site found that the most how can I put this?
Pants.
People on the dating site that got the most 5 stars, because it's like, are they hot or not? Like, you can rate on their picture or whatever. What?
Apparently she wandered into that group of heroes.
Damn.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah. No, that dating site found out that people that get the highest ratings also get the lowest ratings.
Because, people hate their hotness.
No, it's because if you have a very particular characteristic about you, and you emphasize that characteristic, the people that like that, you will be like their super dream.
Okay.
And they'll be like, oh man, 5 out of 5.
I see.
But then everyone else who's like, why does he have a fucking cowlick is going to be like 1.
I see.
But everyone in the middle who gets like 3s and 4s and are just kind of generically pretty.
Like Malcolm?
Like, yeah.
He's in the
Like, they sort of get just middling results and don't get a lot of lasting connections and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah, so it's... So, you reminded me of that because, yeah, that his terrible hair is probably really, really doing it for some people. So...
There's got to be some girl out there whose kink
Yeah.
is, angry, soft-spoken guys with that hair.
Yeah, the point is...
And that's fine.
If
I'm
you're
not
weird, you're also extremely attractive. So
to somebody.
take that with, take pride. Gaara can take pride in his bad haircut. And if you have, like a weird facial feature or like a tattoo, play that up,
I mean, I think the important thing that we can all agree upon is that he could never beat Toph in a fight.
That was the one death battle that I was like, nah, you fucked up.
Well, too bad. It happened.
Yeah.
We just need to move on.
Yeah, that's true.
Move on, Evan.
I mean, hey, Ghost Rider. Turns out he's better than Loba. I didn't see that coming.
I mean, that was a dumb one.
Yeah.
So, I still maintain that the Gundam versus Optimus Prime one... I don't care which one won, but I still contend it was a bad analysis.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a lot of just, flagrantly bad, outright wrong stuff regarding, the Gundam specs.
Hey, those were totally Vulcan guns on the ears or whatever the fuck.
Well, they are Vulcans.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they were playing up they were playing it up like how limited like his like beam rifle like was, for example, but the whole point of the beam rifle is that, or the reason why the Gundam was such a big thing was, number one, the beam rifle is super powerful, but number two, that particular variant of the beam rifle has a very easy reloading mechanism.
Oh, okay.
It has a system called, it has the E-cap system, which is essentially like a beam like magazine. So you pop out the previous cap, you put in the new one, bam, you have like 16 more shots.
Oh, okay.
So it's not actually an issue like they were claiming it was. Like, I don't even know why they brought that up.
Oh, I got you.
It's never an issue in the show.
Yeah.
Just, like shit like that. And there was, I forget what it was, but there was something they said about Optimus Prime, and I was like, that's not the context of what happened there. Like, I like Optimus Prime, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna job the Gundam like just because I want Optimus Prime to win. It just,
Right.
It was just like, did they really misinterpret that, or are they deliberately like?
I bet they
misrepresenting
just
the
saw. I bet they simply like read about the.
Oh, I remember. They were making a big deal about how Optimus Prime made it like to into the stratosphere in like so many seconds.
Oh, with
so,
the jetpack or
yeah,
whatever.
but that's not his jetpack.
Oh, okay.
He borrows that jetpack from another Autobot. So it's not like that's number one. That is not his own speed, and number two, that's not a piece of equipment he normally has access to. That's the thing that bugged me.
Okay.
It's like it's made very there's no allusions to that in the scene. The other Autobot is literally like, here, Optimus, take my jetpack. So that bugged me a little bit.
I mean, I'm thinking that they just read about the Matrix of Leadership, and then we're just like, well, fuck it,
Yeah, like he's gonna win.
and and then like just say some shit about about what's his face.
But the RX-78 has the Gundam hammer.
I don't know what any of that.
It's a hammer. Well, the RX-78 is the number. It's the model number of that gun of the Gundam.
They've got like heavy artillery they just unpacked, by the way, and now it's gone. What?
Well, they have the gnome guys. They can summon little like turret pets.
Oh, hey, there's a health
basically.
potion.
Yeah.
You have a really injured person that needs that.
Well, my zombies are injured and they're supposed to die. So
Oh,
it feels like a bit of a waste to give it to them.
Okay. So, see, how come your dudes aren't... Oh, because the zombies can't be healed by healing stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
The Nagas can only heal horde creatures or
Oh.
living creatures.
Okay.
The in-game description says horde, but it actually also applies to corrupted heroes
Okay.
and Talia. Talia can also be healed by the Nagas.
But yeah, yeah, they unpacked those turrets, and the turrets were taking 0 damage, and I was like, oh man.
Because I actually have to attack the turrets. Once you attack them, they're made of paper, but they do add extra targets to disrupt your guys, and they are free damage for the enemies. So
Yeah.
they're annoying, but they're not as big of a deal as you're making them out to be.
Okay, here we go.
Unless I think it's on this map. There's a group of like high level tinkerers or like up here or something, and they'll drop like 16 turrets.
Oh.
And if you go up there too early, you're just fucked.
Okay, that turret hits hard. Like, it kind of hits hard.
Well, it's hitting zombies, and zombies have like 0 health.
Oh, okay.
You have to take into account who's actually taking the damage. Like, my orc is just no-selling everything.
Oh, okay.
Because he's
cool,
got the
cool.
healers going on it. I found that this is kind of a better, like, team comp for the early game. Just have, like, one, like, horde person. Because then all the healing gets focused on him. And it's not a big deal if my demons or my banshees get killed, because they'll bring themselves back to life. Although the demons need mana, so you need to get your Island of Evil up and running quick so that you can build the machine that demons use to just mine mana.
Mine the mana, yeah.
Yeah, from out of thin air, because that otherwise you'll get like mana locked eventually, where you'll have dead demons and they can't come back to life because there's no mana to bring them back, and demons are the only people who can mine mana, so you're in a bit of a quandary there. But yeah, so this. Because I've gotten a lot better at playing this game since the last time we played this.
Yeah.
I believe I should be in a much stronger position this time around.
You know what you need is a machine that turns gold into evil.
I believe War for the Overworld has something
Like,
No,
that
War,
would be a sweet upgrade.
War for the Overworld has a machine, or has a spell that turns your creatures into gold statues, and then you can convert those gold statues into actual money.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a fun game. That's another one. I was meaning to play that game this time, but I wanted to finish this game of Dungeons first before I played a game that was like Dungeons.
Yeah.
Plus, I kind of like Dungeons a little bit better. It's a lot simpler. It's not as complex, but that has its own charm.
Yeah, I sort of got... When I first started playing RTSs, I really enjoyed... the more complex, the better for me. I loved having to manage all the mechanics, but
Yeah.
now that I'm, like, getting old, I think I like less work. And I just like very simple RTSs with the fewer abilities and, like, micromanagement, the better.
I don't think I said this to you, but the other day, Amber was telling me about a new Star Wars Miniatures game that she wanted to start playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love Star Wars Miniatures. I love Star Wars. I love miniature games. I love Star Wars, and I loved the old game Star Wars Miniatures.
Right.
So I was like, I would love to play that, and I looked it up. It's called like Star Wars like Legion or something. It's like a Warhammer kind of deal.
Okay.
But it is like Warhammer in like every sense of the word. Like you gotta like paint up the models and shit. And I used to do that back when I had lots of free time. But now like I have a full-time job and shit.
Yeah, seriously.
And I'm just like, man, I don't have the fucking time to like paint and glue
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like it immediately killed my hobby boner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was really into StarCraft 2 until I was really into StarCraft 2 in the beta because everything was a lot simpler and more automated.
Ah.
But when they released the actual game,
They take out like autocasting and stuff, or I mean, I know some of it is still
yeah,
there.
several automated processes got manual.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, don't want to deal.
The same thing actually happened here with Dungeons 3.
Uh,
Well, I mean, reverse, because I've been playing Dungeons 2 lately because I wanted more dungeons. And it's fun, but it is a lot rougher around the edges, and one reason is because, like, the creatures have a lot of the creatures have abilities, and some of them are cool, but there's, like, no auto-casting on those. On most of them. So you've got to do a lot of micromanaging, and I mean, like, the game doesn't really allow for a lot of complex...
Yeah.
Because it's only, like, half RTS. So, for this game, they turned basically every creature special ability into an auto-cast thing. Like, you don't have to manually activate anybody's abilities. And honestly, it kind of works better, because
Yeah.
the RTS isn't the focus of this game. It's about, like, managing your dungeon, mostly.
Because yeah, I was having tons of fun in the super early because I have a friend.
Sure, Evan. I believe you.
Shout out to Chris Campy. He doesn't watch our shit because
Well, then he's not a real friend.
he doesn't care.
He's not a real friend if he doesn't watch our stuff, Evan.
But I had a friend who had a cousin or whatever who was dating somebody at Blizzard.
Oh.
And so he's like, hey, my cousin got like these super alpha keys or early beta keys or whatever it was. Like, do you want one? And I went, yeah. And so I tried it, and the really early builds of the game I was having a blast with because a lot of things were automated, especially what really killed it was when they went too strict on the macro mechanics, which are the call down mule for Terran, the larva infusion for Zerg, and the chrono boost or shift or whatever
Trigger.
for pro. Yeah, because before all of that stuff was on autocast, so you could just put like call down mule on autocast, and every time it was available, it would just drop a mule at the nearest mineral mining thing.
Okay.
Or the queens would just give a larva boost on their own, and that was cool because I could just focus on fighting and my tech tree. But they started taking away a bunch of stuff, and that was the big one for me when I had to on cooldown go back and drop a mule. It was really annoying, but it was God, that wizard.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
He's so strong.
I dropped too far back too, so all his dudes had time to rush up and get between us.
Oh, is he way back there
yeah,
with
that's,
his...
that's him. He's literally the farthest person away.
Oh, there's two of them.
There's two of them. Yeah.
Oh.
I think one of them is better than the other. Oh no, they're both apprentices. Yeah, wizards suck. That's why I go heavy on the guys who auto res.
But yeah, it was especially bad for me because I like Zerg, and their
You like Zerg? I like Zerg.
Yeah.
I actually don't.
their inject larva had the lowest cooldown because Mule was like every minute, and Chrono thing was every like minute and a half or 2 minutes. But the larva boost was like every 30 seconds. So if you miss one of that, like if you miss a Mule or you miss a Chrono shift or whatever, and the other guy doesn't, like you lose,
Okay.
essentially.
Okay.
And so I didn't want to have to babysit my base that
Well, that
hard.
sounds really fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it was a combination of they unautomated things, and I liked to play the species that took, what is agreed to be like the most base management. And yeah, it was. Anyway, point is, I like the simpler RTSs nowadays, where it's just I can build my guys, I can do my guys, and sort of base things. I just queue it up, and it happens like behind the scenes
You fucking grandpa.
over time. Yeah.
Although if you want like an RTS, it's really easy to like pick up and put back down. You should play the Warhammer ones.
Oh, okay. The Dawn of
Yeah, Dawn of War.
yeah. There you go.
Because they're kind of they're designed to like get you into the combat like quickly and start because there's no like mining or anything. Like you get your resources by capturing points on the map and holding those. So your incentive is to build troops and like get out there and start conquering parts of the map.
Okay.
And it encourages a lot of because there'll be stuff on your end of the map and there'll be stuff on the enemy's end of the map.
Yeah, yeah.
But then like once you have all that stuff, then you need to start like skirmishing to control like the stuff closer to the middle.
Okay.
And there's also like there's also at least one or two special ones called relics, and those you have to hold those because those allow you to build your most powerful units. You can only hold them if you're holding a relic.
Oh.
And like
okay.
you build like squads of like troops at a time, not just a single like marine. You'll build like 6 space marines.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. I feel like the unit caps are also relatively small. So it encourages you to like kind of build up and then just get your ass out there and start fighting. Like I like them a lot. I still play them.
Man, every time you actually, before I tell the story, we should probably.
I had meant to split the video
Yeah.
like 10 minutes ago, but we got caught up in talking.
Yeah.
So we will briefly cut the feed. And
Yeah. All of
we'll be right
you
back.
one guy that's here, stay here.
And we're back.
Hey.
And hopefully that was enough of buffer time
Yeah.
so that we don't end up with a fucking 3-hour video again.
Yeah. Well, all the. I like the thought of shorter videos because if for people that don't watch the stream but just want to digest small videos, but
Which I mean, I like long videos personally.
yeah, but every other streamer, I was gonna say every other streamer I see, they just upload their whole long ass stream in one video.
And I do like those. I
was considering like, should we do that? That's what the cool kids are doing. Yeah.
Well, not enough people like our videos that we know.
Yeah. Oh crap! You discovered dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's just a couple.
Oh, okay.
And there's like all this fucking gold after I killed them. So.
They were in their own little crystal cave.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I think there are actual crystal monsters like right over there somewhere.
Okay, I was gonna say, are the crystals special? Can you mine them?
No, it's just like special decoration.
Okay.
Like just theme, like it's just like theming for the monsters.
Yeah.
The spider room has like a bunch of like glowing like mushrooms and shit.
I mean, if you mine all that gold, you can buy some expensive thing.
I can, but I also don't like to excessively mine because you run the risk of
Oh, of hitting the spiders.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to refrain from digging too. You never know when you're gonna find like a fucking like Balrog or something. Like you've seen Lord of the Rings.
So
You know what happens when you dig too deep.
So I noticed that you always have way more gold than you do mana or evil. So is there a gold dump that you can just say like, oh, I have 5,000 gold. I'm
Well,
going to buy the super shredder or something.
I've been using minions for that.
Oh, okay.
It's because like there's only so far you can go with gold, and then you start needing evil for everything, or you start needing evil and gold for everything.
Okay.
You see, but you don't have the manpower to like go out and capture all the islands like right off the bat. So you spend a little bit of time just kind of like sitting around and like judiciously figuring out like what to spend your evil on.
Okay.
So I normally take the route of doing the succubus thing. I get succubi and I get the prison up and running.
Well, yeah, because recruiting enemy troops is cost efficient.
Well, these are free troops. They have their own separate unit cap from your other units.
Oh, okay.
But also, even when you're capped out on troops like that, your succubus will still continue to torture heroes to death on their own, and those dead heroes generate more evil for you.
Oh, neat.
So it's not a ton at first, but it is additional evil income you're getting.
But no. So the end of last video, I was gonna tell you that
Last time on Dragon Ball.
yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z,
Balls.
I was gonna say that whenever you mention Warhammer, I think of your PT run because
Why?
because I think of my Warhammer demo that I had in Games Workshop, where
I'm still struggling to see the connection there.
well, because you played PT.
Right.
And you just happened to luck.
Oh,
You just happened to
okay.
luck into the most boring run
Okay.
ever.
Yeah.
And
you
then I
mentioned this to me.
demoed Warhammer one time, and I lost my demo game because I just rolled shit
Right.
for every single roll, and the guy was so sad.
Which is like literally impossible.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought about your PT run. I was like, wait, how is nothing happening right now?
Because I'm good at PT.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you and Yuka just accept the fact that I'm the best PT player
Yeah.
in the world?
And so, yeah, that guy who's demoing it, he was so excited. He's like, look, you get to roll all these dice. And I just didn't hit anything. And he killed all my dudes. And he's like, well, that's Warhammer. What'd you think? And I was like, oh, pretty good. And then I left the store.
There was a time
To
when
never play Warhammer again.
there was a time when I had to make a bunch of saving throws, and I had 2-up saves. So the only possible way I could fail those saves
With a 1.
was to make a 1. So I rolled the dice, and I rolled like 5 ones. I took a picture of it. That's how
Yeah.
that's how fucking impossible it was. But I did it
Yeah, that's
because
right.
I'm good at Warhammer.
Yeah.
That's my skill.
Yeah. And so... and you know, that forever colored my Warhammer experience.
Well, just get better at Warhammer.
Yeah.
If you buy the special like Games Workshop dice, you won't have that experience.
Well, it was the demo, so I was using the Games Workshop.
Yeah, but those are the regular dice. You need the premium.
I need the okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the ones that cost like $20 extra.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, but those are going to totally help your game, bro. Trust me. See, I know I could work at Games Workshop.
Yeah.
I know the stuff.
But yeah, I freaking...
Amber was showing me an article the other day, like just yesterday, where somebody wrote an article about how Games Workshop is finally making new Sisters of Battle models for the first time since like the 90s.
Really?
And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure, I mean, they're old, but I'm pretty sure they're not that old. But I didn't care enough to actually like find out.
I mean, I'm in support of this as long as they make them really fan servicey.
I mean, they're not gonna.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well.
No. I mean, they're fan servicey in that for whatever reason, like their power armor has like molded boobs on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like the farthest they're gonna go.
Yeah. I mean, they could have power bikinis. Like it's like the chainmail bikinis in fantasy, but
Well, they do have a troop type of they're not I believe they're like the sisters like Repentia. They're like the sisters who fucked up somehow. So
Yeah.
the way they choose to redeem themselves is they charge into battle like without their power armor and holding these gigantic like two-handed chain swords.
Yeah.
And they're wearing like rags basically.
And the Emperor like provides,
yeah, basically.
unless he doesn't, and then they die.
And he probably doesn't.
Yeah.
So those are kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a sexy unit, and people hate them
Oh.
because people care about the theming.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I get that, but I mean, I also like pretty girls,
Yeah.
so I'm torn.
Like their clothes.
Yeah, it's... that was pretty good. Good touche.
Thank you.
It took me a second. I had to play catch up there. It's like, wait a minute. There's something was said. There's a Simpsons bit that got mimetic where one of Homer's friends like, hey, come on, don't be mean to Homer. You know he's slow. And Homer goes, Homer's brain goes, something said. What was? Wait. Don't be mean to? No, that's fine. Wait. They called you slow.
Oh,
and
no.
then it zooms out. He's like, you called me slow. And then it's like much later that night. And the guy's like, are you still here? He goes, geez, you are slow. And it zooms back in on Homer's head. And he goes, something said. It was. And he goes, get the hell out.
Yeah.
I love classic Simpsons. It's the best. So now my succubus can beguile the minds.
Yeah, get
of
the
people I'm
wizard.
fighting.
The wizard is the only priority.
Well, I can't tell her to attack the wizard.
Oh, I see.
I can kindly suggest it by slapping the wizard with my giant magic hand,
Oh, I see.
which makes him a target. But I can't physically direct the guys to attack.
Now that you have succubi, it's your giant magic pimp hand.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
it actually is.
I was just watching the Boondocks episode with a pimp named Slickback,
I love that.
and it's like, yeah, that's what I said, Slickback. No, it's a pimp named Slickback. You say the whole thing.
Yeah, and he has like a literary reference that he uses as an example.
Yeah,
And I can never remember what it is off the top
it's
of
like,
my
what is
head.
it?
It's so fucking funny the way he
Yeah.
drops that though. I love
Yeah,
it.
I forgot now.
Like an X named Y.
Yeah. So, like, you know, the two people in chat say hi. What's up? We're just hanging out. Feel free to talk. Oh God, crystal monsters.
You know, nobody has said our stream is cozy in some time. I would like for that to happen again.
Yeah, if you think our stream is cozy, type letters in chat. Just one. Just hit your keyboard randomly and hit enter to verify your existence.
I mean, that seems like a bit much. Why are you infringing on their right to remain silent?
Yeah, that's
They
true.
get their Miranda rights.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't take that from them. You're not the man.
No, I'm not. I'm not in league with the honkies from the CIA.
I mean, that I know of.
Freaking
I'm on to you. I'm watching you.
So, I wanted to ask you this as a fan, well, as an engager of gotcha games.
As an engager.
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
Like someone who owns an N-Gage.
oh
Do
man,
you think so little of me?
we lost a guy. I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say you're a fan of gotcha games, are you not? But then I don't know if a fan.
I'm more like an addict.
Okay, yeah. So you. That's why I said you engage with gotcha
Yeah.
mechanics.
I look for reasons to be enthralled by gotcha, and I'm learning to just be like, well, this game is not good, and that's good for me.
Yeah.
Because if it's a bad game, then I don't have an excuse to play it.
Well, so you and you are I can say you are a fan of Konosuba.
Yes,
As am I.
Yes, I do. I am, and I do know that there was a gotcha planned. I don't know
Yeah.
if it actually came out.
No, it didn't come out. I was just gonna see if you knew,
I
if
know
you were aware.
I know it's coming, and people have made the observation that like Konosuba doesn't really have like a very deep like character pool.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, people suspect that it's going to be gacha simply because it's an anime phone game.
Right.
And as far as I'm aware, there are no anime phone games that aren't gacha.
There are, but they're few and far between, especially
Okay.
especially now because they've just fucking learned that it works.
Right. Anyway, yeah, no, the title of that one is going to be Konosuba Fantastic Days.
Oh well, that sounds fantastic. Days.
Right? And, okay, so in other gacha news, though, are you a fan of Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Say yes, girls like Mario Kart.
Fucking, I love Mario Kart. I'm a Mario Kart every day, all the time. Like I'm Mario Karting, like, you know, while I'm pooping. Like it's great.
So, yeah, no,
Please love me.
a confirmed Mario Kart gacha game, like confirmed gacha
How does that even
Mario
work?
Kart game is happening.
I mean, do you pull for like the carts?
I'm not sure. All that we
Do you pull for like is 16-bit like Super Nintendo Mario like the fucking noob Mario,
Right.
and the real meta Mario is like 8-bit Mario?
Yeah, no,
or
you've
like
got
Game and
to
Watch
you've got to
Mario?
pull for Toad, so you can be like, "Here we go." No, okay. So all we have is a statement, from like promotional statement for the game, which reads, "Mario and his friends go global in this new Mario Kart as they race around courses inspired by real-world cities, in addition to classic Mario Kart courses. These destinations will be featured in tours that rotate every 2 weeks. In addition to courses based on iconic locales, some of your favorite Mario Kart characters will get variations that incorporate the local flavor of cities featured in the game."
Wow.
Yeah.
None of that makes me want to play the game.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have never been so unenthusiastic about anything in my life.
So if you want a kart race while you gotcha,
well done, Nintendo.
on September 25th, you can.
Man, that is so cool. That
Right?
it sounds shitty. I really am glad because I don't need more.
Yeah, I don't know in what
I
form
don't
the
need
gotcha
more
will
gacha,
take.
dude.
I mean, it's gotta be for
It's gonna be fucking like character.
it's gotta be
gacha.
for racers or for
No, it's gonna be car parts. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, like that's gonna be terrible because you'll be in a race with obviously more powerful carts than you. Oh, but that'll just fuel you
That's
to
how
spend
gotcha.
the money.
Yeah, that's how gotcha works.
Okay.
That is literally how gotcha works.
It's just gonna be you being horribly dissatisfied because
That was so weirdly naive of you, Evan. Like, why would they make you spend money to be able to enjoy the game? I don't understand it, Alex. It just seems inherently deceptive.
yeah. For the record, I do not play gotcha games.
Bless you. You are blessed to
I-
not have that albatross around your neck.
I played Brave Frontier without spending money until it became absolutely clear that spending money was the only way to be good, and then I quit.
I'm really glad I didn't successfully convince you to play Langrisser because I'd feel terrible.
I would just have the worst time not spending money.
Well, also, like, I probably would have felt it probably would have been harder for me to quit if I had like a real life friend still playing.
Oh yeah,
because we
yeah,
could have
yeah.
like co-opted and shit.
Oh, that's true.
But it's not worth it. Like it's bad. And I feel like every week I see an announcement about how like Epic 7 is getting like a little less shitty. And people are like, oh my god, now I can start playing again. And like those don't fix like the underlying problems.
Yeah, I mean,
Because Epic 7 is just garbage like from start to finish.
yeah, I think that Yuga successfully plays it by legitimately not caring about being good.
And it's got to be one of those games where like Warframe, where once you've played for a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
you know, you just kind of have like everything you need.
Yeah, or like Hearthstone in that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Where if you stick it out through the bog of suck,
Yeah.
then you enter onto the fields of fun.
Yeah, so that probably helps a lot. Like, I mean, Brave Exvius is kind of the same way. Like, I think if I had to start Brave Exvius like now, like there's no fucking way I'd play it because there's so much. There's 7 stars and ability enhancements and fucking
Yeah.
latent enhancement keys and series boss battles and like all kinds of crap. Like, I've I've been playing the game long enough that like when new stuff drops, it's just like, oh neat, now I have a few new things to do. But a new player is like, I gotta do like all this shit now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
And I mean, come to think of it, that's exactly sort of the phenomena that happens in Hearthstone and in Warframe. Because in Hearthstone, you just don't have cards, and the basic cards are garbage. And the way you primarily get more cards is by winning games. And so it's your classic, I need a ticket to get inside, how do I get a ticket from inside scenario.
right.
Same kind of with Warframe, except like to open, with Hearthstone and Warframe, you get the ticket inside by paying $40 to the guy guarding the back door, and then he lets you in.
And that's when they learned that the real ticket inside was friendship.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Warframe's kind of really in that boat too, because they update the game all the time because the players, it's a very sort of short gameplay loop with Warframe, and so the veteran players kind of need they need a constant IV drip all the time.
I mean, I get that.
But for a new player coming in, they have to catch up on like 6 years of game while being on the IV drip. And so you're just like, what even do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I see like a new player post like about, hey guys, I just started Brave Exvius, I'm like, oh,
Oh, you
Man,
poor
like-
soul.
get out, get out now while you still can.
Yeah.
I think Fate Grand Order is generally a lot better about that because like I mean, the incentive is you want to skill up really quick so you can start playing the events because the events are fun. But like you really aside from that, you really can take the game at your own pace, and I really do appreciate that. I've got a buddy who she's a mother of two now. She just started she just started Fate, and
Okay.
so when I tell her like, oh man, like they're starting the whatever event, like I'm gearing up to like farm it hard and whatnot. But
Yeah.
she just like farms what she can and she has fun,
Yeah.
and good for her.
And yeah, that's the approach. That's how Yuka plays Epic 7, and that's kind of how you have to play these if you're...
Well, it's different if you're Yuka, then she's just a scrub.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, and it shouldn't, when I think about it rationally, it shouldn't be that hard to just not take a game hardcore, to just casually play a game
but we're gamers.
until you get stuff. But yeah, I get like the gamers have this weird desire, myself included, to just be like, hey, I'm making meaningful progress.
No,
yeah,
me too. Fucking Brave Exvius for a while. Like Brave Exvius had a massive power spike not too long ago.
Yeah.
And that was absolutely worth pulling for. But since then, like they've been putting out characters who are like 5% stronger,
Right.
and objectively, you don't want to pull for those because like that 5% doesn't help you.
Yeah.
But it's still really hard. But it's so hard not to be like, but it's better.
But more min-maxing.
Yeah. Especially like one character, it was just waifu. Like they really like talked her up like it was going to be a huge deal. And when she finally came out, like she wasn't actually all that great, but damn was she hot.
Yeah.
And people pulled for waifu. And I lasted like all the way till the end of the banner, and then I was like, but her kit is pretty flexible, and I could probably use that. And then I got her, and I've like never used her.
Yeah. No, it's the same for me in Warframe. Like, something will come out. Like, I'll have a mod, because you don't have gear, but you have mods which do the same thing as gear.
Do they like?
It's like
like
like getting a breastplate that gives you more agility or whatever.
I was gonna say like, they like manage your chat for you, right?
Yeah. But so they have a mod, and it's like,
Pants.
Fury, like gives you a 30% attack speed, and then but then they'll release Primed Fury.
Oh.
That gives you like a higher percentage, and functionally you don't need it. It's not gonna make the difference. It's not gonna make or break you. but god damn it, like my min-maxing.
I mean, it also doesn't help when you hit. I mean, you also have like content creators now, and it's hard to tell like if they're being sincere or not. But like people trust these guys, and when they say like, guys, like let me tell you, you've got to pull for Santa Rosalia because she is the new meta. Santa meta is here, and you need to be a part of it. Like
Right?
people take that at face value, and it's not always true.
If you don't have Team Padoru, you're not you're not playing the game in 2019. Okay.
Oh man, did you see that thing I sent you about
Yes.
the balloon?
Yeah,
that was amazing.
The Fedora balloon.
That
yeah.
was the best.
Oh damn! The Succubi have a love bed.
Yeah,
Snap!
I mean they're classy.
I like it. And it's got little energy hearts,
It does. It really
and it's
does.
in the demon room. Because they're demons.
It's the demon room
Ah.
because that's where they get the.
Oh,
lore.
there's your succubus. Okay.
So she converted this ranger,
Oh, nice.
Lyasia Tree Whisper,
Okay.
which in no way resembles the name of another well-known elven character.
Okay, so you don't have succubi and incubi. The succubus just make you go both ways.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I'm down.
giggity.
Oh god, flanked. You can't drop sort of half of your army on one side and half on the other to get a pincer maneuver, can you?
I mean, I could, but I don't. I don't always trust like the AI to take advantage of that.
Oh, I see. So is the succubus just sort of passively seducing whoever?
Well, her beguile ability does damage, and I think also reduces their attack speed or something.
Okay. And then maybe it'll convert him after?
No, she has to take them to the torture room.
Oh, okay.
If she wants to convert them. It's like well, there's a mean joke about religion there. But
Freaking,
But yeah, that's what the little love nest over here is for. See, we put people on the rack, and then we oh god damn it.
Oh, okay. Man, so I my attention was brought to. Do you remember, like back in the day, Pokemon, when in the old versions, like OG Red and Blue and stuff, when there were those stupid Pika Blue rumors going around,
Yes.
and all that cool
And
stuff.
my friends were insistent that they were true, even though
Yeah.
there was like zero evidence.
Yeah. So it was brought to my attention that there's an actual secret in a Pokemon game. It's not really a secret, but it's something that me and apparently a lot of people missed. And that is that in Pokemon games from like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald onward, you can use the cut move, like how you on your HM slave.
Right.
You can use the cut move on tall grass to get rid of tall grass,
Right.
so that you don't get into random like battles.
Right.
And apparently, I didn't know that, and a lot of people didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, and like Twitter kind of like went apeshit because they're like, "Wait,
What?
you could cut grass?"
Like that was one of the first things I learned about Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I never did it when I played Ruby and Sapphire, and apparently I'm not alone.
Wow, you're a fucking idiot.
So, like, yeah, people are like, holy shit. And there was a poll, like a Japanese show or podcast or something, did a Twitter poll for how many people knew and didn't know about this. And then it was like
Some ridiculous number.
52% of people didn't know about it.
Wow.
It was 52 didn't know, 48 didn't know. So over half the player base didn't know that you could cut grass.
I guess you people just don't have like the fucking like whimsy to try putting, cutting the grass.
Yeah, like I would just walk through grass, maybe get into one random battle, and then make it all the way through the grass. And I never bothered to use cut unless I had to cut, a tree that was in the way or
But
something.
there's so much that needs to be cut.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, so is this your whole tech tree? Because you're almost filled up now.
Yeah. Well, everything has now that I have the research hall research. Everything has sub research, so it's deceptively small.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot more stuff in there.
But yeah, like it was this. I saw there's a video.
Oh, we just got a bunch of chat.
Oh, we did. Let me get back in there. Oh God, it's Oh, hey, it's
Ternost.
It's I believe that Tiernost was the one who was taken with Ace of Seafood.
Oh, was it?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tiernost. Yeah, no, Abdul, I did not know that, and I'm not alone. A lot of people were just too utilitarian to ever try cutting anything besides the cut trees. Apparently,
That makes me sad.
Yeah.
You guys have no whimsy.
Oh. Hey, Tiernost didn't know it either.
Well, learn yourself some fucking whimsy, scrubs.
Ace of Seafood, Tiernost. Were you the one that Yuka said that somebody was going to play Ace of Seafood because of us, and I wasn't sure whether that was you or it might have been Jace. I'm not. Wait. Yeah, I'm confused on who's who now. But if that was not you,
Do you not know who people are?
apologies. Yeah.
Do they all just look the same to you?
Abdul says you don't need that big a brewery.
What?
You don't need that big a brewery.
Of course I
apparently.
do.
I mean, alcohol is one of the staples of life.
I like having a big brewery. Also because every barrel gives you regeneration to your horde guys after you research the appropriate thing.
Oh yeah, it was Tiernos, and he has been mentioning it to his friends as well.
Oh, okay.
We've started. Yeah, no. So I was playing that because
Beans.
because those guys are going to make another game. I mentioned this last time, but those dudes have in the works another seafood-based game entitled Crab Fight,
Oh, right.
Where-
Yeah, you mentioned
where you play as these really big crabs, and you pick up swords and whatever's around you, and straight up like sword fight other crabs. So
Okay.
I'm interested because it is a game that has a crab battle and giant enemy crabs. And
Those are two things I like.
yeah, the meme level is over 9,000, and therefore I'm on board. Abdul just finished the main campaign of the first DLC, the Far Far Away one. Amazing game.
I just finished the final DLC for the game, and it makes it very clear that it is the final DLC, which was a little sad.
Oh, he played all of
Fun.
them on Hellish, apparently.
Jesus, what's wrong with you? Some of the DLCs are fucking hard,
We have...
especially because in the early ones they tried to give you stuff to do other than they tried to disincentivize you from just building up your dungeon like indefinitely and then completing like the mission objectives. But that made people mad because the whole point of the game is to build your dungeon. So people got mad. They put like basically like hard like time caps. Like if you don't do this, if you don't do thing within like certain amount of minutes, you just lose the mission.
Okay, Abdul says you just have to race the magic traps to do it, apparently.
I mean, yeah. I don't even bother with with regular traps anymore because magic traps are just so much better. Which makes me sad because like I like the whole trap thing in theory, but in practice like there's really no need to be fun or creative, or really an opportunity to be fun or creative with your traps. It's one of the failings of the game.
But
Still gonna buy Dungeons 4 if it ever comes out.
specifically, you need to rush the ice wall.
The ice wall.
I am assuming that's some sort of magical trap.
I mean, I always rush the crushers because the crushers just murder everything, and then I put little like murder holes of like heaters and vault doors and stuff. And the spiders. I like the spiders. There are these traps where like they just shoot a bunch of spiders at the enemies and they have to fight the spiders. It's
Okay, they're
it's a special kind of horrible.
they're ice crush walls, apparently.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because like three or four enemies will walk into the crushers and they just die instantly. It's fun. For me, not for them. That probably goes without saying.
Yeah, the what was I gonna say? That'll come to me later.
Speaking of which, let's get the Ironhide. And then then I should have gone and captured another island, but now we're in daylight.
You know, now that we have some people in chat, I can.
Don't ruin it for us, Evan.
Well, no, I can ask you a question because I have a special treat that I may or may not unveil.
Is it candy?
No, it's not candy, but
Is it Candy, the classic anime?
Candy. I've never seen this.
It's like an old like soap operatic anime about this like really adorable girl who like fucking nothing goes right for her. Apparently, it was really big in like Latin America.
Ah,
I only know of it because like people have told me about it. When I first heard the title, I was like, oh, is that other anime? And I said a entirely different, like not at all serious anime. People got offended. Like, what are you fucking talking about? No, it's a soap opera and shit. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know that.
oh, see, okay. Abdul says that in a measure which would prevent what happened to you last time, he designs his dungeon so that there is only one path to the dungeon heart, ever, so that you can't get pincered.
I mean, I get that, but since I don't play on Hellish, that's never happened to me before.
Oh,
So,
but
yeah, I'm my skill cap and also the game I play, the games I play don't have the skill ceiling set that high.
oh no, we lost a couple people. That's okay. But
All my guys, most of my guys auto res, and I have these machines now that bring back my dead living people if they die. And very shortly, I'll be able to get right now, these have to be operated manually by my undead creatures. It's like a Frankenstein kind of deal. They like stick the corpse in there and pull the switch and go mwahaha, and they come back to life. But once I get a few more boxes, I'll be able to build the automatic version. So my horde guys will suddenly become a lot more sustainable.
But yeah, before I forget, and we switch to something.
Yeah, which is going to be pretty soon.
Yeah, so let me ask the couple of people that are here. I was thinking about unveiling a special treat, but I wanted some viewers' opinions as to whether it's something you would want to hear.
Is it delicious?
It's not delicious, but it is hilarious. There were some secret outtake recordings from Funimation of Dragon Ball Z actors
Goblins die.
saying some hilarious but inappropriate things in their characters' voices. And so if that's something that you couple of guys want to laugh at, it would consist of me just holding the phone up to the mic and playing the sound clip. But if that's, oh god, that's a huge party.
I can dig it.
But if that sounds boring, I'll just skip it.
My horde is much larger now, so I can handle bigger groups of guys.
But I mean, there's apparently only Tiernost and Abdul here, so you guys could cause a deadlock if you vote.
I was hoping by dropping them way back there they wouldn't get attacked by the wizard, but that wizard has sick range.
Yeah, the range is bananas.
Well, bananas actually have really short range.
I don't know. I need to get my friend Pedro, because apparently bananas are involved in that game, and then we can get an accurate depiction.
I thought my friend Pedro was like your really racist way of referring to me. I was going to be offended.
No.
Because my name is only Pedro on my identification.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Tiernost is curious, and Abdul is not, because he's a gentleman and a scholar.
You could be both.
But yeah, I don't know. Until we get some more people to weigh in on it, I'll just hold off. But Tiernost, it is inappropriate things with sexual undertones.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah. So, you'll get to hear Goku and Krillin say some things that will make you laugh.
But my virgin ears.
Right?
My virgin Dragon Ball ears.
I mean, until Yuka comes in here to overthrow
To ruin the fun.
to outvote Abdul. It's a tie, and we can't.
To put the fun in camps.
Yeah, right. To concentrate the fun into camps.
Wow, you made that really terrible. What the fuck, Evan? Here we were all having like non-political fun.
No, you're just saying. You
And
need to.
you had to step it up like
gotta-
way too hard. God, Evan. I don't even know you.
Clearly meant to accompany Honey Pop. Yeah, actually, that would be an insanely good idea, but I cannot upset 50% of our viewers.
I mean, right now 50% of people is 1.
Yeah, but see, it's all about the ratio. We need until we have someone to skew that.
You're a ratio.
The statistic is just too high.
You're too high. Are you?
I mean, I haven't been high in a while. I do. I mean, I want some weed. Like, it's been like
I mean, there's a dispensary here in town.
it's been like forever. It's been like 2 years.
Are you jonesing?
Yeah, kind of. But okay, no. So it's not like it's going away. I mean, if it is going away, I'm going to record it. I'm going to immortalize it on my computer as soon as I get home. Because it seems like the kind of thing where Funimation will destroy it once they get wind of it. It's like how freaking everybody had to play Super Mario Battle Royale furiously for like 2 days. Because
while it existed.
yeah, because Nintendo dropped the hammer quickly. They dropped the hammer with haste and ferocity upon that.
Alacrity, I think is the word you're looking for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually. Oh, that fucking cannon is murdering your Banshee.
Yeah, this guy is...
Pull it back. Micro. Pull the Banshee back.
I mean, you can't escape from the cannon. It's a cannon.
No! Oh, well.
Yeah, if I'd been keeping up on my research, I could have researched spells that would have made that a lot easier, but whatever, it's fine.
This is heavily fortified. You gotta get those cannons.
Yeah, I actually thought this was an Island of Evil, and this is an outpost, which is
Well, only one more cannon and it's yours.
Guarded. But I figured once I saw the shape of the battle, I figured like I could take it with losses, and it's fine because it's nighttime, so I'm very unlikely to be attacked right now, and I have one of the. Aside from having an army mostly made up of self-resurrecting people, I now have one of the auto-revive machines. So even the guys that don't auto-revive will auto-revive. So
Oh, okay.
I'm in a good spot.
Whoa.
There we go.
Okay, so that didn't convert to an evil thing, but what happens?
Well, now it's an outpost.
Oh, now it's now it's an evil statue instead of the.
Right, so
Ooh.
I'm going to send these guys away.
Oh, can you just portal to it forever now?
No. What the outpost has, it has these little flags, and I can build little structures there. So this one will passively increase the amount of evil I earn, and this one will make it so that like Horde doesn't need to get paid anymore and stuff like that. There's some good stuff there. But I wanted to get the one that increased the evil I get.
Abdul says undead melee units are squishy, so all regen skills need to be given to them.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I just haven't gotten any. Also, I just think I get the vampires first because I like them to have time to level up. The liches are ranged, so I figure like, I mean, I'm not meta in this game, but it seems to me that ranged characters have an easier time leveling up late game because your big horde of guys is going to be standing between them, and whatever they're fighting. Whereas the vampires have to run up and actually like attack the enemies. So that's my pro strat, which is not very pro or strat.
But yeah, this is a fantastic looking dungeon, and I would totally live in here. Like, all the rooms are great. Like, the lighting, like the ghostly flames in that room. It's such a soft, nice blue light.
Oops. There we go. Now I have 2 auto-revival machines.
And I mean, the succubus room, like, yes.
It sucks.
Ah.
Sucks, you boss.
You know, I've been, speaking of succubi, I've been listening to very in-depth lore about D&D, which looks at it in the context of 5th edition, but pulls information all the way back from like first edition and from interviews and other books and sources.
See, look how fast my army's recovered.
Yeah.
Because now I have like my perpetual like people come back to life shit all like up and running. It's quite good.
I wish you can take a walk in the dungeon like the Overlord game, where you can possess a mob and walk around.
You can do that in War for the Overworld, the game which is Dungeon Keeper like HD-ish. It's like a modern day Dungeon Keeper, but you know with different names because of licensing issues. They even got the original narrator to come back. It's super cool.
Ooh, can you take a boat and procure supplies from the high seas?
You cannot.
Aw. Oh well.
It's left over from the DLC, where you have to like stop like pirates from getting shipments or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I remember from that DLC is that Talia wears a pirate hat, and that's cool. His pirate girls are hot.
But yeah, anyway, apparently the source of true vampires in Dungeons and Dragons are humans who, by making a succubus, like genuinely care about them and not want to kill them, they survive a succubus's kiss. And if you do that, you steal some of her demonic power, and it transforms you into a true vampire.
That sounds dumb.
But yeah, that's sort of... I guess that was where they came from. And then, you know, they spread like they spread.
I repeat, that sounds dumb.
I mean, it's, you know... I can't think of a better origin for vampires, unless it was just a demon did a magic curse.
Well, when Cain was marked with the mark of Cain.
Oh, from the like. Okay.
Yeah, he that actually turned him into a vampire, and he went around and like bit people, and then like they all became weird like vampire like special snowflake mutants.
Abdul, I heard this fact and many others.
That's the Vampire the Masquerade origin, more or less. By the
way. Okay.
as I understand it.
The first Ravenloft novel did a good job of coming up with an origin story. I've not read Tyrnos.
Oh, you should read that actually. Yeah, Ravenloft is a cool setting, and that book, I think that one's I Strahd. That's a good read.
Yeah, but Abdul, to answer your question, I discovered a YouTuber named Mr. Rex, I believe. And
is he radical?
I don't know how radical he is, but he's apparently, you know, got D&D books from way back. So, like, first edition plus every single supplementary thing there is. And
wow.
Has, like, has documentation of, like, interviews and stuff with the writers of different novels and creators of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, he sort of pulls from this huge lexicon of knowledge that he has, and
so he's a nerd.
Yeah, he's an uber nerd, and he tells you things that you would never have found out and will never come up in your campaigns. But you can use it to make your monsters and other entities behave more accurately. And if you get to like 20th level and you're actually fighting krakens and stuff, you can make it more realistic. Or
what a nerd.
Yeah.
What a nerd bird.
Yeah, I played...
That's a thing people say.
Abdul, I played one Ravenloft campaign in we were in Barovia. But fucking... We had the most by-the-book, like, hardcore DM ever.
Oh, that guy.
Like,
that guy we're always talking about.
Yeah, fucking Eugene's never gonna hear this, so like, fuck you, Eugene.
I don't want to say the name without your permission.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But Eugene is just like, he's one of those DMs where it's like, well, the book says that level 10 vampires pop out, but we're only level 5, Eugene. Roll initiative. and we...
That's how you play the game.
Lots of people died. We should we should pause stream here.
I figured we were going to switch to another game. I wanted to do the whole spider debacle because I know they're up here.
Oh, okay.
So I figure we do that and then.
Well, you have enough army to destroy
yeah,
them forever.
exactly. Yeah. Now I
and
actually,
get them out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Now I have an army at my
Okay.
beck and call. So I figure beck and call. I'm fancy like that.
Yeah, it was TPK Land Abdul. Like it was just like, and he freaking what is it? It's like he'll get these resources, but not temper them at all. Like he will not deviate from rules as written ever. So when he's got his special crit cards, and it says, "Oh, you get crit," and it says, "Well, you get hamstrung or something," and so you move at half speed forever until you find some druid that can cast a 7th level healing spell, and we're just like, "But Eugene, we're in fucking Ravenloft. There's no druids, and even if there were, they can't cast 7th level spells. We're level 5," and he's just like, "This is what the thing says." And so we played that campaign at half speed for so long.
That sounds awful.
Because we couldn't leave the guy behind. He was going to get killed. And it was the most boring. It was like, we need to go here. How long does it take? Oh, 2 months? Oh, wait, half speed. Like 4, it was kind of...
I mean, we were dealing that with that a little bit with Ben.
Yeah.
Initially in Dark Heresy, because like all the items you try to find in the shops have the rarity like modifier. You need to like roll to see if like you're in a place
Right.
that would actually have those things. And like we were always in like backwater shitholes,
Yeah.
so we could never get any of them.
And so freaking... Yeah, it was just really...
There we go.
Your DM sounds like a lawful dumb nut one. Yeah, like...
You know, the first time I was talking to my friend Kim, and the first time I talked to her about D&D, I said I was talking about like lawful, like whatever. She's like, lawful? That sounds amazing. Like, no, lawful. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, I thought that was like a waffle or something. She thought it was LAFFL.
Yeah.
I love Kim. She's amazing.
Oh, man.
And she had her second baby like last week.
Oh, nice.
Yes. His name is Kyle, like the Star Wars character.
Does she have 2 boys?
Yes, 2 boys.
See, okay, Kim,
So one of them is going to be evil.
Kim, you messed up, okay? If your name is Kim and you have 2 boys, then you need to name them Tim and Jim. So that you can be Kim, Tim, and Jim.
I mean, that would have been pretty amazing. I will tell her that.
Yeah.
I was suggesting the incredibly fantastic name of Alex Jr.
Oh, well, yeah.
For both of them.
Right.
And if you can believe it, they did not go with Alex Jr.
Okay.
for either of them, which made me very sad.
I mean, clearly, once she hears about Tim and Jim, she's gonna just pay to have the names changed.
She was referring to her first baby by, I think she was, what was she calling? Oh, she was calling him like Vader.
Huh.
Before he was born, because her family kept bugging her about about what she was going to name it.
Ah.
So she was calling it Vader, like just so that they would stop asking her, because they were worried that she was actually going to name it like a Star Wars name.
Oh.
And then she gave him his real name when he was born. So I was like, wait, did you actually Blue Harvest your own baby? Because Return of the Jedi was famously referred to as Blue Harvest while it was in production.
Oh, okay.
They even made like fake like crew jackets and stuff to keep anybody from leaking the fact
Okay.
that there was a third Star Wars movie in the mix.
Hey,
And yes,
Yuka showed up. Hey,
yes,
Yuka.
she actually Blue Harvested her own baby.
I mean, at least she didn't name it Sephiroth like those British people.
Yeah. So she's probably the best mom like in history.
Oh, okay.
Like, no joke. Okay, so I got myself settled. I had wanted to get the infinite gold mine, because I knew that if I put this down for a week, I was going to come back next week and be like, all right, like, time to start building the dungeon again, and completely forget that I had 0 income.
Yeah.
And I would just be fucked.
Wait, what? Oh, those look like heroes, but they're converted. Or it's the ranger and the
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
we will save this, and then we will move on to something else.
Yeah, anyone that just came in, including Yuka, stay here. Stream's gonna go down, but come right back up. So don't go anywhere.
All right. See you guys.